Welcome to NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. The NBA is a hell of a drug, and you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. We got our guy, Skee, the motherfucking prophet in the building. How we feeling, my man?
I'm feeling all right. I got some plays that I really like on this board today. I know some people say that the board look kind of ugly, but I don't know. I like it, so hopefully it results in some profit at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. He said it's some people call it ugly, but it depends what you can do with the ugly, right? So we can make it kind of come through Chuck E. Cheesed up with the ugliest. We can make it look as good as we can. Shout out to Razor Sharp Picks in the motherfucking chat. What's up, my guy? Last time I seen you, you was on the motherfucking Utah Jazz and cash it, just
He
like you
did.
motherfucking do. Good call, and good to see you, my man. Hopefully all is well. Nets
Shout
bets
out,
in the motherfucking building.
and yeah, shout out to Razor. Give them all the shout outs because and you too, Dutch. Shout out to you too. Y'all gave me a lot of shit. I don't see no Packers. I don't see no Broncos.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, last time I seen you, all I know is Fear the motherfucking Deer. Let's talk about something more relevant, okay? And more recent, god damn it. Hey, yeah, fuck the Denver Broncos. Hey, fuck Aaron Rodgers. I mean, come on,
why
man.
you set up like that, bro? You know what you said.
And
He was going.
Razor gives me hell, and Dutch give me hell too, so I gotta give it back.
But you know he's gonna say something about that damn Knicks game if you brought up the Broncos, dog.
Yeah. Hey, he laid it right out there for me. Yeah. He really did, bro. I was like, okay, let me get on that ass then. Go after him with the gift late night, little deer jumping around, acting a fool, but yeah. We win some, we lose some. But yeah, Ski got the first half, and I told him I was taking full motherfucking game. But it's Thursday, so it's only right. We got our guy, it's Derl, back in the building. Mr. I don't give a shit. How we feeling, my man?
I feel good after yesterday, man. It was a good day in association, man. I swept the board, which I haven't done in a minute, but luck hit me twice because what I decided to do was the two previous days, man, was reverse sweeps for me. It was bad. So I decided to go all in and I doubled my units on each play. So I was able to make all the money back yesterday, man. So I'm pretty happy with that. I want to carry that onto today, man. See some spots on the card, so hopefully we can get it to some money.
Yeah, man. Last time we broke bread, Daryl, there was some real fugaziness going on in the association after we touched base. I will say that I had a rough one as well. Yesterday was cool, kind of broke, but I was really feeling the Pacers, man. I was feeling that a little too much. I think I got off the Knicks first half, and then Turner goes out, and then Halliburton goes out. I mean, I heard homeboy on crutches, so not too good there. And still should have probably covered that basketball game with the 4. I thought, there was hope there. They gave us late hope. Of course, they wanted to make that layup at the end, motherfuckers. Shout out to our guy Nets Bets, though. Did cash the Nuggets. He's not scary when it comes to them touchdown numbers in the association. And he was right on that one. Keep it going, my man. Keep it going. Nasty Nate in the motherfucking building, fresh off a trifecta spot. We said it yesterday. It was the Celtics early. You liked them, obviously. Trifecta, first quarter, first half was good money as well as full game. But let's get to today, man. We got a nice little more games than usual on a Thursday. This week, last couple weeks, we've been able to break down a little bit more basketball games. Let's get to the first one. We got OKC going into Philly. We got the Sixers here as a 9.5-point favorite, a total of 233. We got 52% of the bets on the Philadelphia 76ers and 87% of the money. The OKC are off a loss in Miami. They do have Chicago on deck here. Miami and the Sixers obviously off a fresh back-to-back 2 wins against the Pistons. Did what they should do, one in Detroit and then handle business at the crib. They've been really profitable at the crib and have won 5 of the last 6 basketball games overall. What are we doing with this basketball game, Ski?
Yeah, this is it's 2 games on this slate. Really, it's 2 games on this slate I don't really want to talk about, and this is one of them. If I had to bet it, I'll say she's done nothing but put money in your pocket over the years. As a big dog like this, as a road dog so far this year, they're 11-5 against the spread, and I'm not sure how interested Philly is in this game. So just all of that, I lean towards the Thunder, and the total I probably lean towards an over just because I know OKC wants to play up tempo, and there's also not really anybody on that side who could stop Embiid. If they're focused, if he really, in the play, he should be able to score how he wants. So I guess putting this all together, if I was playing on this game, if I like the Sixers side, I would take them early, probably first half. OKC, they're scrappy. They'll play the whole game, even if they're down 20 points. And if I like OKC, I'll take them full game. And the total, I would probably play over, but I'm not involved. Just trying to give y'all something.
I dig it. I dig it. It's Derl. You like this basketball game, my man?
No, not at all, man. Not at all. It's something that I wouldn't bet. Analytics site says total is 221, home by 6, right? And so I could kind of agree with that because we know that OKC just covers large spreads. They had a really, really tough game against a decimated Miami squad. You had, I think, 8 players playing that game. And Dwayne Dedman goes out for, throwing a massage gun. He's suspended. So, I don't know if they unloaded all of their energy on that televised game, a national televised game. But, this should just be a props game for Embiid here, if you ask me. So, personally, I feel like it's a game that OKC can cover. I just don't know. I believe Philly does go on this long road trip, right? So, it's one of these games I know they're not going to really try to get up for. If you want to cut that spread, you can take the Philly first half. I do feel comfortable with that. That's probably the most comfortable look. On top of Philly also blowing these boys out in the first quarter. They always do that. If you look at the history of these games that they played, they blow them out. I believe the last game was 37-25. So I would take them early of that, but just stay away from the full game. Not sure how motivated these guys are going to be to play OKC, and not sure how OKC is going to be able to play against a verified big in Joel Embiid. So this could go either way. They had a hard game against Miami, but after that, man, I don't know. This one I don't care for at all.
Yeah, my man, our guy LJ liking that first half as well. He's liking that first half look. Woo, Riz in the building. I like that Embiid over 11.5 rebounds, going off of what Skee, and then obviously followed up from what's Derl. And then obviously, if you've watched in the past NBA Puck, OKC seems to get exploited down low. Embiid comes to play. If this game can be competitive, he should fill up that stat sheet, like both of these fellas said. So I would look probably that way as well. I'm not getting in the way of the Sixers. I got Nets bets laying the 9.5 with the Sixers. The Sixers at the crib, man, they good money, bro. That's just what it is. OKC, I would look maybe. I don't have no action on this game as well, but maybe team total over Sixers. Because OKC, I don't think they really got too much from a defensive perspective, but they are gritty. They can't stay in the game. And as to these gentlemen said, do the Sixers really give a fuck about this basketball game? They've shown that they've carried at the crib, so I'm not going to get away with that with the Thunder, buddy. But best of luck to everyone on this basketball game. Zachary, I see you, my man. Tasha in the building. Good to see you, young lady. BJ, I see you, my man. Let's get to this next game. Obviously, kind of bittersweet here. We got the Boston Celtics going into Brooklyn. The KD-less Nets now, man. I'm very unfortunate, No KD, man. Get right. Get healthy, my guy. Get healthy. Yeah, man. Mom Dukes threw that in there. She goes, oh, yeah. Hey, she goes, yeah, I seen your favorite player. I go, oh, Kevin Garnett. And she, I messed up. She doing Kevin Durant. I was like, oh, fuck it. It's cool, though. But, yeah, we fuck with KG, but we got love for KD as well. Preferably before his ass went to the Bay, I will say. But, yeah, man, let's get back on track. Get back right, though, please, KD. We want to see you healthy. 67% of the bets we have on the Boston Celtics, 77% of the money on the Brooklyn Nets. Our guy Billy Briz said it last night. No Horford. He doesn't expect Horford to play tonight. Williams would sit last night. Looks like Williams will go tonight, and Marcus Smart will go, but no Al Horford. Obviously, the Celtics did handle business last night against the B squad of the Pelicanos. They've won 4 straight. And obviously including last night's win by 11. Let's go on to Brooklyn. No KD. Does look like Claxton will play. They are fresh off a win. They played a competitive basketball game and won. Obviously with KD going down in that game in Miami. Tough basketball game here. Would love to see KD out there. Kyrie going against obviously his old team, the Celtics. What we doing with this basketball game, Daryl?
Yeah, man. So there's 2 ways I looked at it, but I'm really confident in the Celtics first quarter. Now, if you wait and just see what this news looks like, especially with Jaylen Brown, I mean, this could get to a pick. I'm not sure if the number's already been built into it. The line's already been built in this. But it's one of those things to where I believe that the Celtics, if you look at the body of work that they've played with against the Brooklyn Nets, they've got them 8 times. In the last 5 games, Celtics are 4-1 to the first quarter. They just get them in the first quarter. 4-1 in the first quarter, man. And so it seems like that's where the money is. And the last 8 games that these teams have played, 5 of those games have gone over, right? So I know a lot of people might be looking at the under as well. But the perfect play that I have that I believe that's going to cash easily is going to be the Celtics first quarter. You have Claxton that's not 100%. You've got Time Lord in there, so it's not going to be a lot of pick and pops that Al Horford runs, right? But he is going to clog up the space and get some second chance points in the paint where he's good at. So no Jaylen Brown. That's going to make this number kind of switch a little bit, but I took it early. Celtics minus a half at 115. I believe that's good money. Celtics first quarter. I don't know how the rest of the game is going to play out. Wouldn't be surprised if the Nets won this game, just knowing how the parity in the NBA going as of this year. So for right now, good money. Celtics first quarter minus a half at minus 115.
I dig it. LJ with the stats to back up that look as well. I like it. Shout out to our guy Mike M in the building. Little machine, man. He doing his thing. Pimp slap plate of the motherfucking day. Good to see you. JB Brown, I see you, my man. Ski. I didn't know that Jaylen Brown was out. I seen the line drop. I thought he was questionable, but no Jaylen Brown obviously is the
He is questionable, right?
No, he's not. I didn't see it as out just yet.
Oh, okay.
He's questionable.
Not unless that just happened. But looking at the latest injury,
the line is telling us he ain't gonna play because it's down.
Probably so, right?
Yeah, the line is telling he's not gonna play. Nets bets is assuming this motherfucker ain't gonna play. He's hoping that they don't motherfucking play against his Nets, right? I do want Jaylen Brown out there, so obviously not only from an offensive perspective, but the boy can play some defense as well. Ski, what we like in this game, my man?
First of all, I like the under. It has been dropping. I got under 228. I see it's down now to 225.5. I still would only look that way. I just think, first of all, you got a whole lot of offense missing with Kevin Durant out. And if with Jaylen Brown downgrade to questionable, I mean, I think that means more likely than not, he's, will be out.
Yeah.
So if you got both of those guys out, then bringing back Marcus Smart and Time Lord, that's making the defense better. So all that stuff, they're both top 10 defensive rated teams the last 5 games. Neither team is playing up tempo. Brooklyn actually bottom 10 pace the last 5 games. 3 of the last 4 meetings have went under 2. So I really like the under in this game. And, it hasn't been doing me right so far this season, man. Rest advantage. But Nets have it 3-0. And I think, they've had plenty of time to figure out how they're going to, play without Kevin Durant. And they lost this matchup the last time they played. I think it's a game they'll want to get. Kyrie used to play for his team too. I think it'll be a game he wants to win. So I like the Nets. I took them +3. I think they win the game. So Nets and under were my plays in this one.
Shout out to Jay Wills. I see you, my dude. Jacqueline in the building. Nice to see you, young lady. Man, I don't like hearing that, Ski. I don't know, man. I think Boston might be the play here. I haven't made anything official yet, and I'm glad I didn't because I'd be a little upset knowing that Jaylen Brown looked like he's not going to suit up now. But I still think they're too big for these boys. Without KD now, I mean, we've been seeing more, too, of them playing that little guard rotation. Claxton, I don't know if he will go, but he don't really look, or he sounded like he might be a little beat up as well. I just think they're too small, man. With or without Horford, you got the Williams brothers. I just think Tatum should be able to do his thing. They're gonna really miss KD. I mean, KD was playing some of the best basketball we've seen Kevin Durant play, and that's saying a lot. I mean, and they were winning basketball games, but they weren't blowing motherfuckers out, So a lot on Kyrie's shoulders. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Tatum and these boys, Marcus Smart not playing last night. He hasn't played that much of late, so he should be really good to go. I think that under could be a very strong look too. I don't know how. I think they're going to lock down the perimeter of Brooklyn. But then in the other aspect, I think Boston should be able to do whatever they want offensively. So I'll tweet this out when I get to it. But I'm liking Boston as well as my guy Daryl's first quarter look. I was on him last night, first quarter, first half. I think it should definitely be the same thing here. But I do think they're the better basketball team, so I don't know why I would shy away from the full game. I don't think the back-to-back will keep me off of that. Let's get to this next game here, though. We got the Charlotte Hornets going north to the Toronto Raptors. They've been in town, I guess. They've been there. 60% of the bets on the Hornets. No Hayward, no Oubre, and they did lose to these motherfuckers on Tuesday by 12. And then, man, Toronto's fucked around and won 2 basketball games. All it took was a little bit of scuffle between the two, Scotty Barnes and Mr. Thaddeus Young. You know, a little sideline scuffle, and these boys fucked around and beat the Portland Trailblazers and Charlotte Hornets. Probably do it again tonight. Obviously, the line is 8, total of 231.5. You know, I don't know. They've been posted. Toronto has been posted at the crib. Skee love the rest, chilling. They've been posted at the crib since January 2nd. So they ain't been moving. They've been chilling. They've been playing basketball games, but hadn't had to move. And looks like, you know, they should do the same thing to the Hornets here. I would expect. What do you think here, Skee?
Yeah, this was the other game where I just really don't want to talk about it. I don't know. It's the backwood.
All right. Yeah.
No LaMelo talk, no nothing, huh? Okay. Shout out to Star Child. I see you, my dude. Let's get to my man Derl. You like this basketball game, my man?
I don't, man. I don't. I was looking at maybe some angles here. We know that Charlotte is a really, really bad first quarter scoring team, but their numbers have been highly inflated now with that beatdown they put on Milwaukee, where they put up like 71 points or something like that in the first half. I think they put up almost 50 in the first quarter. So if you look at that, take that game away, these numbers are kind of dead even, right? And so where the Charlotte Hornets are really bad is in the second quarter. Their worst quarter is the second quarter out of all 4 quarters. They're pretty even in the first, and then their second quarter, they have a substantial drop-off in points. So if I'm looking at this game also, I would take the Raptors first half, but I have no interest in this game as well. I would like to see probably a different opponent against the Hornets. And if the numbers weren't the same in the first quarter, I would attack the first quarter. But since they are just about the same here, and Charlotte's kind of little on an upswing in their scoring, rather, I would look at fading the Hornets in the first quarter. But with this team specifically, nothing.
Yeah, man, I'm right with you there. I kind of like Toronto first half. I do like Toronto first half, but I just, man, this team is fucking frustrating, bro. Really to watch it play. They have fucked around and, like I mentioned, won 2 basketball games. I don't know if they're going to continue to do it, but I do think the look here would be Toronto first half. But nothing official for me in this one as well. Let's get to this next basketball game. We got the Milwaukee Bucks coming into town. The Miami Heat, they're going South Beach. 94% of the money on the Milwaukee Bucks here. We got no Giannis, no Grayson Allen, no Joe Ingles, and they are playing Miami again on Saturday. So one of these back-to-back here. They'll be chilling in South Beach for a minute. So no wonder Giannis took the motherfucking night off, and half the other motherfucking boys did. But a lot of guys out for Miami. Most importantly, though, Bam Adebayo does look like he's probable. He will be back in the lineup. Jimmy Butler does look like he'll be a go. They are off a 1-point win against OKC here. So it's pretty much the B squad of Milwaukee versus who the fuck's going to suit up for Miami. But you will have no Lowry. You will have Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. What we doing this basketball game? Skee.
Well, I bet the under, but it's moved a lot now. And, you know, these back-to-backs, you can expect people to sit in general. You know, Miami, I mean, Miami has a laundry list, but Miami playing at the 3rd slowest pace the last 5 games. Both teams top 10 defensive rated teams in that span and bottom 10 3-point shooting teams on the season. So I just don't see how they scored that many points in this game. Bottom 10 offensive rated teams the last 5 games, no Giannis, and just, you know, a lot of the shooters from Miami are out. I see more of a slower defensive type game. So I bet the under. It's already from the opener, it's already dropped 7 points. That's the only way I would look.
That's a big move. Touchdown to the under. Good shit. Getting that number. Yeah, shout out to our guy Sweaty Butcher. Yeah, man, this sounds like some Reggie. I ain't gonna lie, man. Some straight Reggie in the motherfucking backwood. I know you don't like that second part. Hey, it is what it is. Where's
my bad?
My dude, go ahead.
I guess maybe you could do Bobby Portis. Either do his rebounds or bet his double or something like that. I think he's gonna have a pretty good game tonight. He's been balling lately. They raised his rebound prop to 10.5 from 9.5, but I still think he gets well into double digits tonight.
Our guy Mike M's looking on the under in that points rebound assist for him,
Play right.
and he's liking Opez over
That's
Lopez. You like that one, Daryl?
That's the play. That's exactly where I was going. You could look at Lopez props for this game, but this is listen. What they say, Skee, if you bet in this game, I got an 800 number for you to call, man, because you shouldn't be betting the side on this game when you have literally nobody playing here, right? What are we doing at this point? So this is definitely another prop game, and I promise you, man, no, Drew was unstoppable last game, and so was Lopez, and so you have your only big being Bam out there, who's not going to be 100%. I think that's going to give Lopez a little bit of shots here. He's going to have some points. He's going to definitely have some boards. This is going to be a game for him to get right also. And that 22.5 looks really, really good. So I jump on that. I would jump on the Lopez props. But other than that, man, I'm not touching this game at all either. I missed the steam. I missed it.
I see you. Shout out to our guy, Brian in the building. Jimmy Gomez in the motherfucking building. Good to see you, my man. Salute to you and the fam. Also, White Tie Sports, good to see you as well. Everyone in the chat, we got a little over 200 in here. If you have not, hit the motherfucking like button at the time. Share the motherfucking video, and also subscribe to Plus Sports Radio if you have not. Shout out to my guy, Dabby Cab in the building. Broke bread with our guy Jimmy this morning with the college hoops. Getting to the college hoops, be sure to follow our guy, Breaking Bread. And Jordan Clarkson, I don't believe, is on the table today, bro. So you probably do not have any NBA action. Let's get to this next game here. We got the Dallas Mavericks going into La La Land. Two boys very familiar with where we're going, to Los Angeles, the LA Lakers. Here we got the Lakers are +3 here. The Dallas Mavericks -3, total of 236. The Dallas Mavericks coming off 2 straight losses, most recently to the LA Clippers, where they scored 101 motherfucking points. Pretty low in this day and age. They have lost 3 of the last 4 basketball games, and Mr. Powell is questionable for tonight. Here, everyone else is pretty much it is what it is with the Mavs. Now the Lakers, imagine this. No Beverly, huh? He's trying to dodge Luka the motherfucking Don, talking all that shit. Well, he don't want to get bullied by the Don. Okay, Patrick. Okay, you little motherfucker. Hey, the Lakers, though, have fucked around. Hey, they fucked around and won 5 out of the last 6 basketball games. So I know Mr. Party Guys had his motherfucking hat on. 5 of the last 6. That's right. I'll say it again. Since the new year, they've been winning. They are off a loss, though. Their first loss of the new year, 3-point loss in Denver. 13-point loss in Denver. This should be a good basketball game here. Skee, what are we doing with this basketball game, my man?
Hey, we doing a hell of a lot. I'll take Patrick Beverly out for my bets. Man, I still think I would bet it at this number. What is it? Damn, it's 236 now. Oh my God, it just keeps going up. Here's what I'll say. I bet this game at 229.5. I still think it's gonna go over 236 though.
Yeah.
That's all I could try to do. I was up all night. I didn't even go to sleep, bro. So hopefully I do something right today. When both teams are equally rested and you have AD out, LeBron James in, you already know no AD, no defense. And you just need somebody on the Lakers who's going to score. Just give us somebody who could put the ball in the basket and get some shit going. They are 17-7-1 to the over, going back to the start of last season. And the average total was about where it started today, the 229.5, and hitting at like 71%, a little bit under 71%. And so far this season, it's even better. It's like it's 6-1. And the average total has been closer to where it is right now, 237.4. So that's why I still say I think they can get up and over. Lakers playing at the second fastest pace. I know the Mavericks play slow, but I think they'll play up tempo when they see how easy it is to fucking score tonight. And you see how they play on Christmas. At any moment, you could interrupt. They had like a 50-point third quarter. So I don't see why that can't happen tonight. I like the over. And other than that, I like a couple props here. I like Thomas Bryant over his 9.5 rebounds. Since AD has been out, he averages 10.5. And pretty much he's getting it every game he's played at least 30 minutes. As long as he's getting the minutes, he's cashing, and he's cashed it 4 of the last 5 games, and 9 out of the 13, I think, or 9 of his last 13. Other than him, I mean, the obvious one that everybody's looking at, LeBron. He needs 35 points to get to, I think, 38K. So I think he'll be gunning for it. And his point prop tonight is 32.5. It was plus 100. So I think it was worth the shot. Those would be the ways I look to play it. If you like the other side, or I didn't even talk about the side. I prefer the total and the props. So that's what I'm rocking with.
I dig it. Shout out to our guy Spence. Luka, what's he like in here? And shout out to LJ dropping the stats with the first half on the Lakers or at that crib. Luka 30 plus, 7 plus assists, 7 rebounds. LeBron 30 rest, damn, double. Our guy getting that juicy money. I see you, my man. I appreciate you joining us, Spence. Cashville, good to see you, my man. Thomas Bryant has been hooping. He has been hooping. It's Derl. What we doing with the La La Land Lakers, my man, in the Mavs?
Yeah, I already stepped on it, man. So something I love to see. I love to see recent body of work, and I love to see when numbers are trending down, numbers are trending up. And that is exactly what's happening with these two teams as of late. Dallas's numbers are trending down in their last 5. They've averaged from now in the first quarter about 28 points. Now they're close to 26 points in the first quarter versus where the Lakers are as of late, 28 points. And now they are at 30, almost 31 points. And so I love to see that recent body of work. It's a perfect time for me to believe that the Lakers can come out and win the first quarter. Still a good defensive team. Dallas is allowing just about close to 50% shooting from the field at that. So when you talk about a game that's going to be fast-paced, there's going to be a lot of shots taken, and you're just going to hope that you got some of these glue guys on Dallas that's going to make these shots early, because if they don't, then it's going to be problems early for Dallas. So I did take Lakers first quarter money line that was at plus 115. Took that early. I just think that's easy cash.
I dig it. Shout out to our guy Jay Peasy in the motherfucking building. Good to see our man. DK, good to see you too, bro. Yeah, man. I like the Mavs here. It's no secret. Look at the motherfucking Don. Our guy Skee touched on it, bro. And this kind of bodes well to what Daryl's play. They did, December 25th on Christmas, down in the first quarter and down at 11 at the half was the Mavericks. And they fucked around and plus 30 in that third quarter, dropping a 50 piece on these boys. Outscored them by 30 motherfucking points in the third quarter. So personally, I think Dallas will be able to do whatever they want when they want to. They've shown that they can. And I just think the Mavericks are in it's a spot play for me where I think, yeah, okay, you got the Lakers. They just lost the basketball game. They won 5 out of the last 6 basketball games. They ain't won that many games damn near in the fucking first 2 months of the league. So I feel like, they're feeling okay. Whereas the Mavericks, man, losing the way they did to the Clippers, got punked from the start. Really got punked from the start, ran over, been in LA chilling. I think they put it on the Lakers tonight. Luka going to show out, have a big game, load up the stat sheet, just do what he motherfucking do, and it will be Luka the Don. I like the -3. Give me the Mavericks. I do think this will be a competitive basketball game, so I'm not mad at that first quarter look. I'm staying off of it. I just take full game. Give me the better team. Give me the best motherfucking player. Luka the Don gets it done. I expect LBJ to have a game as well. But don't get it twisted. Luka the best player on that court. Let's get to this last basketball game. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers going into P-Town. Portland Trail Blazers. We got a line here. What's the line on this bet? We got a line of the Cavaliers -3. Total of 220.5. 80% of the bets on the Cavaliers. 81% of the money on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tough loss. The Cavaliers are they're in Utah. Close basketball game. Maybe some fuckery. Maybe not. Great call by our guy Razor though with the plus dog there. Utah. And then of course on the other side here, Portland is fucked around and really just what did Dame come out and say? We're in a ditch. Well, motherfucker, you in a deep ditch, goddamn. You lost 4 straight basketball games, and now he's in a ditch talking about his ankle hurt because he's questionable. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Portland. They did, obviously, we're playing really good basketball to start the season. Kind of came back to reality a little bit. I don't know where the Simons kid has been. Grant has kind of came back a little bit to what he was as well. But this should be a good basketball game here. -3 Cavaliers. What we doing with it, Daryl?
Yeah, there's no way at this point, man. It's kind of like Golden State. Am I going to just lay anything with the Cavs away? Away, bro. 16 losses. 12 of those losses are away. 12 of them are away. Now, the reason why I didn't step on this game at all, but I think I might get there with Portland, is because you do have some issues going on with Portland. But just taking from a narrative perspective, when you have a star player that's trying to handcuff the team, if you will, that team in some instances, or in many instances rather, will show that star player that, yo, we don't need you. We don't need you. And they go out there and ball out. And I think that's kind of what's going on right now in Portland. I would not be surprised, man, if Portland wins this game. It's just that there hasn't been much movement with this line at all, which is kind of wild because there's been movement all over the place with other games. Now, of course, they are, different circumstances with players being out and things of that nature. But if Dame wasn't playing, you would think that they call them the wise guys, would kind of know this early and you would start seeing some kind of pull onto one or each side. But there just hasn't been any movement here at all. I still like the Blazers here today, man. I think the Blazers can beat the Cavs because their Achilles heel right now is just not playing in their arena. For whatever reason, they cannot play outside of Cleveland, Ohio, bro. So if you ask me to take a side, I do believe, honestly, this is a Blazers game here. But I just want to see what happens with this line and what happens with the news with Dame. But I may get there with the Blazers.
Yeah, our guy Stefan is agreeing with you here. Like in Portland here, it's crazy. I feel the same way about this. But it stood out to me. I was like, man, Cavaliers. I'm like, hold up, hold the fuck up, real quick. Ski, what we doing here, bro?
Well, I agree with Daryl's assessment that I'm not laying no kind of fucking points with Cleveland on the road. Absolutely no way. You don't have a winning record on the road. I'm not expecting you to win by any kind of margin. That's just how it goes. And the fact that the Blazers have been playing as poor they've been playing and the spread is this close, I think that's kind of telling. Lillard in or out, that's why I'll just wait and see because maybe you'll get a better number or you will get a better number if he's rolled out. But I do think Portland is the side the more I think about it. They're 3-1-1 as a home dog. And like I said, Cleveland doesn't even have a winning record at home. So lean Portland. And if Lillard doesn't play, I'd probably still back him. And I'd probably look towards Simons over his points because so far this year, I remember for a while, more towards probably December and November. But when Lillard was out, he was killing. He was scoring like closer to 30, I want to say. So those are my two leans in this game, Portland plus and Simons points.
I dig it. Yeah, Star Child, you my dude, bro. You my dude, but you better show some motherfucking respect, man. Come on, man. Dame time ain't no issue, bro. He ain't the issue, man. He definitely ain't the issue.
Real quick.
We got going.
A lot of people in the chat saying, how uninterested Dame is and, saying Dame don't like playing for Chauncey. I'd probably agree with that because the first thing Chauncey said when he came over, he was like, we don't need to be shooting these threes like that and shit like that. And, Lillard's a pretty efficient three-point shooter. Like,
Listen, if he wanted not to be in P-Town, Dame would be out of P-Town. These players get whatever the fuck they want nowadays, bro. Come on, man. Hey, and there's some harsh words about my guy Luka too. Check the stats. He ain't as bad as y'all would think on the defense end. God damn it. Hey, but I wouldn't mind if he would stop getting up on the late night eating them late night snacks. I will say that. But Luka be busting that ass, man. Hey, but Dame time, come on, man. He's a competitor. He ain't the problem in Portland, bro. He ain't the problem. You can't put little two-guard Simons next to him and expect these motherfuckers. They couldn't win with CJ, and now they're supposed to win with Simons. I mean, come on, man. Come on. But, yeah, it ain't Dame time. I'll say that right now. He ain't got a problem. They've been playing. They bought into Chauncey. I thought they were playing a better team defense. I don't think that's the issue there, man.
I personally believe that just put it like this. If Dame leaves, then that's Simon's team. Portland drafted him. He is Portland's product. You know what I'm saying? So he's been developing for a couple of years now. So that is definitely Simon's team. So I could see some shit happening in the background to where there's maybe schemes and things that's being kind of drafted up. And Dame is like, fuck all that, So he may not may be a problem, but we just not hear about that shit because
you might be right. You might be right because it's Portland, and Portland does some weird shit. I mean, ain't that their motto? Portland is weird, be weird, and they do some weird shit. We've seen some crazy ass draft. I mean, they took Greg Oden over Kevin motherfucking Durant, and we can go back before that too. Where they passed up ended. So they might do some dumb shit. But Simons, I don't know, man. He's nice. But if you think he ain't even on Daytime's level to me, but y'all could be right. You could be right. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Let's go.
Open your eyes, Skee. I'm looking down. It's on my phone. That's all, bro.
Yeah, he's playing some roulette bets and shit, man. Come on, man. This fucking guy. Hey, man. Talking about open your eyes, Skee. Yeah, that's why you gotta keep the shades on. Keep them haters out you, bro. They don't know if you're looking at them, closing your eyes. You don't know what the fuck's going on. That's why. Hey, keep them off shit. Yeah. Shout out to our guy Dan Kelly, though. I see, man. Fuck all that. Portland third quarter money line. Yeah, he liking that look. He like Portland third quarter there. Sharp guy, DK. Fellas Hound in the building. Miss Hound, good to see you. Hope all is well. I'm sure you're highly medicated at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's pay the motherfucking bills so we get up out of here. Vic, roll the clip. Yeah, man. Manscaped. Keep it right from head to toe. Pub Sports. Get you 20% off. Hit yourself at Manscaped. Get yourself nice and tight, right? And go to and when you're in the San Antonio area, please stop in the Southtown 101. Live DJs. All you can drink there. You know, they got parking lot pimping, karaoke, great bar food. If you are in the San Antonio area, please do yourself a favor and drop into Southtown 101. Yeah, man. Skee. What is the most profitable play of the motherfucking day?
A lot of these lines have moved, so I'm gonna roll with the prop. I like Thomas Bryant over his 9.5 rebounds. He's been killing it ever since Anthony Davis has been out. He's gonna kill it again tonight.
I dig it. It's Derl. How we get to the bag, my guy?
Yeah, I'll give you both of them, man. I like the Lakers money line a lot. I do. Lakers first quarter money line is for plus money. I think that's a good spot. They do pretty good in the first quarter, first halves. And I do like Boston Celtics first quarter, just over the history and the body of work that they had against the Nets. I do like them. Probably if you haven't jumped on it, wait for the Jaylen Brown news just in case. But I did get Boston Celtics -0.5 first quarter. I believe that's good money also.
Gave you the two-piece, showing love, man. I dig it. Well, I'm going to TNT, man. The stars will be out, and the motherfucking biggest star will rise. Believe that. Luka the motherfucking Don. The Dallas motherfucking Mavericks. -3, full game. It's good money, man. It's good money. All right, let's go, though. LBJ going to have something to say about it, and I hope you cash your first quarter, but let me get that full motherfucking game. And you see, he wasn't screaming, la, 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 Lakers over there. He's a fan, too. He's a fanboy. He still didn't do it. Hey, we got a lot of action on this game, though, I will say. Skee, before we get up out of here, what we got going for the rest of the day besides some drinks, my man?
I need to sleep. I've been awake the entire night. I haven't went to sleep. That's why I got these good numbers that I got. So I might probably take a little nap and then watch the games. But other than that, I'll be back doing the show tomorrow here with Bobano and Billy and everything else. You can find me on Twitter at Skee Profit.
Yeah, be sure to follow our guy at Skee Profit. Shout out to Mark Nick. Good to see our guy in the building. Everyone in the chat, before we get up out of here, let us know what the best play on the board is today, whether it be college basketball, NBA. Obviously, we got a big playoff week. I will not be here tomorrow, so we got a big playoff week in the NFL as well. So best of luck to all the degenerates out there. Let's get to that bag. It's Derl. What are we doing for the rest of the week, my man?
Yeah, man. Be watching some games tonight. Be back on the show with Jimmy tomorrow. So I always have some good luck when I'm on Jimmy the Bag show. So it'll be a 9-game card that we'll go over, look at some angles, man. So I'll look at some numbers tonight and hopefully win tonight and win tomorrow.
Yeah, man, I will be traveling. I appreciate you holding it down there on Betting with the Bag, too, for me on the Fresh Friday. I believe you'll do pretty well. These Fridays got a big card, so I know, I appreciate you. But, yeah, man, I'll be on the move, so we got to do what we got to do. Shout out to Black Thor. I see you, my man. Better late than never, motherfucker. Better late than never. Sweaty Butcher, my man, good to see you as well. I know you on that exotic. I'm about to get right there as well. Be sure, everyone, to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest.